All aboard the Gain Train. First stop, Gainesville. Choo choo. Good morning, you handsome gentlemen. Welcome back, guys. I have the bodybuilder's encyclopedia right here. We're gonna open it up, and what do we have? The big 7 movements. So we're gonna be going over the top 7 movements that you need to incorporate in your workout routine if you want to make the best gains, guys. So if you've ever been uncertain, this is gonna clear it up. The big 7, here we go. And the first one is the barbell row. While wide grip chins and lat pull downs widen the lat muscles, they do not add a great deal to the actual mass of the lats, especially the lower areas. The bent over row is the answer. The bent over row was a favorite of Dorian Yates, Lee Haney, and if you look at these guys, they had humongous backs, guys. I think the main thing here is when you're doing the bent over row is not to get crazy with the jerking up and down. All right, it takes too much strain on your lower back and you're not really getting a good contraction. You want to really make sure you're getting a good squeeze. It's going to add a lot of thickness. Next, we have the squat. This is a big one because for a lot of us, it hurts our knees. Again, form is critical with this. I've been doing squats and almost immediately, the rest of your body feels stronger. The squat. If you spend enough time working in a gym, you'll hear plenty of reasons for not squatting. Usually, they're not good reasons. We had a category for those who left the squat out of their training. We called them light bulb lifters because we could envision the developed upper body tapering down to thin, underdeveloped underpinnings. Guys, squat is going to build you a great set of legs, and on top of that, great glutes. Just make sure that you're doing really good form. Next, we have the bench press. A good bencher will plant his feet tightly on the floor and he will maintain his tight grip throughout the movement. Think of gripping the floor with your toes and keep them that way. Don't let your feet move, slip, or rise. That's a really good tip. So when you're benching, it says, picture your feet gripping the floor, all right? A lot of new people in the gym, you'll see their feet flailing around. One leg comes all the way up, right? And they're shaking. You want to have a strong foundation. Get yourself in place before you lift that bar off the rack. Next, we have barbell curls. One of my favorites. I think biceps have always been the #1 muscle for me, and barbell curls, guys, is the thing that I was doing from the very beginning. Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, hey man, I'm doing 4 or 5 sets of 8, and then I'm doing cheat curls, so I was like, you know what? I'm doing the same thing. No bicep exercise has such an extensive track record for bulking up even the scrawniest biceps as the good old barbell curl. Love it. And your pump's crazy. Next, this one's king, the deadlift. All right, you don't see too many people doing it. You have your dedicated men in the gym. A lot of the police officers at my gym are deadlifting. A lot of people other than that aren't going near it. But it is a lift that makes you thick, that makes you strong. The deadlift, remember, deadlifts take a lot more out of you than leg extensions. Make sure you get a lot of rest and make sure you eat for mass. Deadlifts, you need to rest up good, guys. 8-9 hours sleep. You need to eat good. You need to just come prepared. Deadlifting is like ripping a tree out of the ground. It's such a good feeling and it looks alpha as fuck. Next, we have dips. All right, and struggling to pack size onto your arms, simply start dipping with weights. Once you can dip with 50 to 100 pounds, you should have created a couple of bazookas. Guys, quick tip when it comes to doing dips. For the longest time, I would just do dips for my chest and I would lean forward. When you dip to get the tricep mass, what you want to be doing is retracting the scapula and then depressing it down. A lot of times for you guys, it's going to hurt your shoulders. Some guys get really in their clavicle. They get pain right in here, okay? That's because you're leaning forward so much, your shoulders are taking the blunt weight. You want to bring them back and then depress, and then you're doing dips. You don't have to go past the 90 degrees. Right here, boom, squeeze to the top for a second. Here, boom, dips, pack on some size. I think we're moving on to the last one here. And the famous chin up. All right. This one is simplicity itself. Find a bar, and chin is what you do. And thicker, wider lats are what you get. Guys, chin ups are amazing. It's always been a little hard for me because I weigh 215, 220, but that's no excuse. Pull-ups, chin-ups are the true indicator of strength, and it's gonna get your lats huge. You're gonna feel them just flare out. So really try to use good form. Chest high, you're pulling, and you don't wanna do none of that CrossFit shit, all right? This is the top 7 moves, guys. If you're not doing them, start doing them. Put them at the beginning of your workouts, all right? The first 1 or 2 exercises. Let me know if they work for you. Let me know how they feel. Leave me a comment. Drop me a like. I will see you guys soon. Have a great Sunday.